Well, hello, runners. As we're counting down the days of Fort Worth Marathon, recording this on Sunday, so exactly 1 week away. Now, we've got some wet weather. As I've been telling you, it looked like we were going to have some very wet conditions the week of leading up to the marathon, and then now we're very optimistic that it's going to be dry for the marathon itself. Just on the west side of downtown, earlier recordings, I say north, it's on the west side of town. If you go north, you hit the river. But this at Panther Island is both the beginning of the race and the end of the race up and down the riverbanks. It's a very flat course, by the way, if you've ever ran it. A lot of people have their personal best. So let's talk about the forecast. Now, we'll start with what you would expect November 13th. The climate says the high should be 68 and the low is 47. Climate is what you expect. Weather is what you get. And this time of year, we have extremes. I mean, November weather, I tell you, it goes up and down, up and down. Now, back in 2011, it was up. It's the third warmest day ever recorded, 84 degrees. That was in 1 degree of the record set back in 1951. And then you go 3 years later, it snowed that day. There was a trace of snow, but it snowed. And the high was 38 degrees. That tied for the third coldest day ever, just 3 years later. So it shows you can get the extremes. Now, we're not expecting a really hot day, and we're certainly not expecting snow, but the forecast is looking better from the last update. Now, Thursday, temperature 69 degrees, 54 low. That cutoff low I was talking about that was forecast to kind of be moving over on Friday is now looked like moving faster. So it is actually east of us by the time we get to Thursday afternoon, and that's good news, because high pressure is going to start building in right behind this thing and kind of take hold of the weather. There's going to be a low trying to come across Mexico and move in here, and it actually will get here. It just is too far out to the west to really tap into the Gulf moisture, so it doesn't have any fuel, it doesn't have any moisture to really deepen and get strong and affect our weather. So what happens is that this affects our weather. High pressure, H for happy is the way I like to say it. So Friday looks like in the 70s. Saturday we're going to be cooler because we've got this north wind. We'll be into it for the second day. We'll start in the 40s, which by the way will be the first time, at least at DFW, that we've been in the 40s since last spring. I mean, we really have not had some cold mornings. And we'll have a high of 68 degrees, and we'll have a few clouds, but I think as the day goes on, we'll probably see those clear out, and Sunday we'll wake up with temperatures in the 40s, 68. Now, I'm going to keep some clouds in the forecast because the proximity of this upper level low might be enough to stir up the atmosphere to get that little bit of moisture that's around to create some mid-level cloud cover. But these temperatures, we've got a better handle on them, I think. We're going to be about 62 degrees by the noon hour. So for running, this is perfect. There will be a little bit of north wind, which means in the out and back, as you turn and come back towards Panther Island, you'll be running into the wind a little bit. It's a little bit of a crosswind, but you'll have the wind at your back at the start of the race, and then you turn around and head back, you'll have the wind in your face, more or less. So we'll put in cloud cover right now, though there is reason to suspect that it might even be a little bit better than that as far as the amount of sunshine we're getting through the course of the day, because this will be kind of dry air coming in. But this is a live shot from Fort Worth downtown and Sundance Square. If you're coming in to visit, this is a good place to hang out. Maybe Friday night, Saturday. It's just a beautiful area down there, downtown Fort Worth. But all in all, we'll see you a week from now. We'll see you on Sunday for the marathon.